Hi, I just want to show you what is the QuickBooks 2013 look like. As you can see here, they have a new look. It's the same thing but different look. And there is a new bar on the left hand side here, which is came from another part of the previous version, which is it's just changing around the place. So when I click on this, it's going to explain that this is what is the new icon bar. So the shortcut is in here, and if you want to see the balance, it's right here. And then the bottom part here is basically what is the apps or third-party services that is linked to the QuickBooks. For example, if you have a credit card merchant from QuickBooks or other things. We'll start to see what is new on the estimates, sales orders, and invoice. They have two versions of invoice that you can kind of click here when you see it. And I will click these invoices. As you can see, the invoice screen has a new look. And if you want to get rid of this left hand side of the bar, you can just go ahead and do it this way. So there's still like a little things right here. On this invoice, we have new functionality on here. When do you see my arrow? We have function toolbar on the top of the invoice, which I believe we don't have it before. And then it's also the same thing with the sales order. We have the same functionality here. And then it's also on the estimate. This button is totally new. The functionality. So I will go back to the invoice. Create invoices. On these create invoices, as you know that people can make an invoice from the time, from the mileage, from the other item of the invoice. So you will see on this invoice, I have to show the customer first like this. So you can show it there. So this is like you can get whatever they already been setting up to be invoices, the job, like time, expenses, and then you can do the markup. So I will say like, for example, I will mark up my mileage reimbursement to like a 25%. Yeah. Or the mileage. There's an option in that. And the items. This is like reimbursement. And this is a time reimbursement, expense reimbursement, mileage reimbursement, and items reimbursement. So that's the way it goes now here in the invoice. I'm trying to create mileage for this customer. So I will going to say that is the mileage is 100 miles for the customer, and then you have to specify, since this customer has jobs, so we have to specify to what the job, and then you have to click here to label on that. And this, let's say, mileage reimbursement. and save. And what I'm doing now, I'm going to open this, and then from the time I will say that I'm going to start this time, and then I'm going to say OK, and then I'm going to add some more things on the mileage. I'm going to reimburse this mile, OK, and I'm going to add the item. So I'm going to say OK, there is overnight mail that we have to charge to the client. So I'm going to say OK, and there we go. That's the invoice. And then save. Not. That's another example of the reimbursement in the law firm. And another thing in the new QuickBooks is on the bills, they also have the same toolbar, just like the new one on the invoice and sales estimate and sales order. So it has the same thing going on. And there is the new functionality that you will like, which is let me think. There is a new functionality on the bill. I have to memorize it. I think what it called is okay. I think I'm going to the wrong place. So that's what the bills look like anyway. So it has a new look. Oh, there's another thing that you need to know, that you can print the bill. That's what it is. So you can print the bill. So for example, here's how it looks. There. So that's how the bill looks like. So I can zoom it in. So now you can print the bill. You can not only print the invoice, but you can also print the bill. So that's another thing that you need to know. And also on the customer here, when you're going to the customer center and you just go to one of the customer, there is this is the same. So when you were on this screen before, on the previous version, you only be able to see a transaction like this, but there is no link like this on the previous version of QuickBooks, which is now we have it. So that's another thing that was very cool. So it's right here that you can input whatever the info that you need to put, a note and all of that, and then this is basically the same things. And then also if you want to change the information before, then we have to click on this. Now we have this link to make the correction on the customer information. Yes, so there. So all you need to do is on the customer center, we can just go and click on that. We'll see what is the bill say though. If the customer has it, Let me see on the Finder. Do they have it? Oh yeah, they do. So on the Finder, they also have a contacts, to-dos, notes. We don't have that before. I know we don't have that before last year on QuickBooks. And we also have the capability to edit the vendor right there. Just click this one and you can edit the vendor information as you may need. Alright, I think that's about it. So I'm so excited about doing the QuickBooks 2013. And then if you have any more questions, please let me know. And we're going to have like a regular meeting here local in Lexington. We call it MAN chapter, which is a National Advisor Network. I work with Joe Woodard from the National Advisor Network from Georgia, the expert of the Intuit, and then he is having the scaling new heights a seminar every year for all of the Intuit QuickBooks experts. So I will work with him. So I will provide the monthly meeting for QuickBooks. Is in 2 hours window. So it's going to be in Tanborg Healthcare Center, close by here on the Tanborg Road. So it's next to the intersection of Manowar and Hedge Creek Road. So if you would like to come and have any question about QuickBooks, what's the difference on every version of QuickBooks, and then what is the extended third-party application that you're going to need for your business, apps in the phone and all of that, it's going to be a good meeting because I'm going to be backed by more expert people other than me. So if you would like to know, you can look at more info on that at my website. So if you can go to my website www.mirrorcpa.com and then go to the MN chapter, and then I will post more information soon on this. So with that, I will be finishing this recording meeting, and then I would look forward to work with you, and so excited with doing all of these QuickBooks things. It's so much fun. Thanks and have a good day.